Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you had a nice weekend. 11 matchups on this NBA slate, so a lot of action here. Gonna get started. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Support the channel. Already almost at 3K subs, which is absolutely crazy. Love the support and the growth, and we're gonna get right into it. 11 matchups here, starting with the Atlanta Hawks. First, the Detroit Pistons. Hawks 33-27. 33-26-1 against the spread. Detroit 18-43, 31-26-4 against the spread. Hawks opening up as 5.5-point favorites with the over/under at 221.5. Last 10 games for the Hawks, 7-3 in their last 10. Detroit 3-7 in their last 10 here. Do see there's quite question marks on both sides, but nothing really crazy to report here. Head-to-head battle split 5-5. Atlanta's the better team here, much better team. I think it's a pretty small spread in this one. Gonna roll with Atlanta Hawks at -5.5, and whatever line it eventually moves to, and they should be able to beat up on this Pistons team. We're gonna go with the over 221.5. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Orlando Magic. Lakers 35-25, 28-32 against the spread. The Magic 18-41, 28-30-1 against the spread. Lakers opening up as 8.5-point favorites with the over/under at 212.5. Last 10 games for the Lakers, 4-6 in their last 10. The Magic 1-9 in their last 10. Head-to-head, both teams 5-5 head-to-head. Orlando, they've just been getting killed by pretty much every team here. LA coming off a pair of Mavs losses here. Getting Anthony Davis back, I think, is good for them. Gonna roll with the Lakers to beat up on this Magic team. And at -8.5, gonna go with the under 212.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Philadelphia 76ers. The Thunder 20-40. 27-32-1 against the spread. The Sixers 39-21, 30-26-4 against the spread. Sixers opening up as 13.5-point favorites with the over/under at 219.5. Last 10 games for OKC, 0-10 in their last 10. Philly 6-4 in their last 10 here. And these teams did just play. They played a few weeks ago with the Philly picking up a 117-93 victory. OKC, huge losing streak, 0-7 on the road here. Philly, though, kind of struggling here, 0-5 against the spread in their last 6 games, and in their last 6 games at home here. We'll see who plays for Philly. I know Ben Simmons and Embiid are questionable. Be sure to check their statuses. As long as at least Embiid plays, maybe they all suit up, depending on who suits up. I love Philly -13.5 here at home. They should beat up on OKC like they did in the last matchup. So gonna roll with OKC, or gonna roll with Philly. Gonna go with the under 219.5. Next matchup, we have the San Antonio Spurs versus the Washington Wizards. The Spurs 30-29. 32-27 against the spread. The Wizards 26-33, 32-27 against the spread. Washington opening up as 1.5-point favorites with the over/under at 231.5. Last 10 games for the Spurs, 6-4 in their last 10. Washington 9-1 in their last 10. Spurs have won the head-to-head battle, 8-2 in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. But Washington's just playing incredible basketball right now. Getting a lot of wins here. Gonna roll Washington -1.5. Team playing super well. Such a small spread. Give me the Wizards -1.5 and the over 231.5. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Toronto Raptors. Cleveland 21-38, 24-35 against the spread. The Raptors 25-35, 26-34 against the spread. Toronto opening up as 7.5-point favorites with the over/under at 216.5. Last 10 games for the Cavs, 4-6 in their last 10. Toronto 5-5 in their last 10 here. Head-to-head, Toronto's 7-3 in their last 10 head-to-head here. This is another one, man. Toronto, they just, time and time again, man, they just fail to win cover spreads. They are 4-1 in their last 5 here. I just can't trust Toronto in this matchup. I know they did win the last matchup 135-115. Something about Toronto, man. I just can't trust them this season. I'll take the 7.5 points with Cleveland. Gonna go with the over 216.5 as well. Next matchup with the Phoenix Suns versus the New York Knicks. The Suns 42-17, 36-22-1 against the spread. The Knicks 34-27, 39-21-1 against the spread. Phoenix opening up as 1-point favorites with the over-under at 215.5. Last 10 games for Phoenix, 7-3 in their last 10. The Knicks 9-1 in their last 10 here. Phoenix has won the head-to-head battles, 6-4 in their last 10 head-to-head matchups. Phoenix will be coming off a back-to-back, so we'll see if they hold any players out. I think it's going to be a tough matchup here, but I'm going to roll with Phoenix. I know Knicks are playing good, but such a small spread. I trust Phoenix more in this matchup. We'll see if any injuries come out and whatnot, but I'll take that, and we'll go with the over 215.5. Next matchup with the Chicago Bulls versus the Miami Heat. Chicago 25-35, 31-28-1 against the spread. The Heat 32-29, 27-33-1 against the spread. Heat opening up as 4-point favorites with the over-under at 206. Last 10 games for Chicago, 3-7 in their last 10. Miami 6-4 in their last 10 here. These teams did just play, with Miami picking up a 106-101 win over Chicago. Chicago, 1-7 in their last 8 games against Miami here. Miami 4-1 in their last 5 and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. I'll take Miami in the 4-point spread, and we're going to go with the over 206. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Clippers versus the New Orleans Pelicans. The Clippers 43-19, 36-25-1 against the spread. The Pelicans 26-34, 26-34 against the spread. Clippers opening up as 3.5-point favorites with the over-under at 227.5. Last 10 games for the Clippers, 9-1 in their last 10. The Pelicans 4-6 in their last 10 here. We know Kawhi Leonard's out. Rondo is questionable. A lot of question marks on the Clippers side here. Clippers, 11-1 in their last 12, playing really good right now. 14-5-1 against the spread in their last 20, so they've been able to cover. Pelicans just 1-5 against the spread in their last 6, 1-5 in their last 6. Gonna roll with the Clippers here. Clippers just playing much better. Pelicans, just can't really trust them. I mean, their only good win in the last few games was against the Magic. Losses to the Spurs, Brooklyn, Knicks, Wizards, Knicks. It's hard to trust the Pelicans here. Going to roll with the Clippers minus 3.5. Going to go with the over 227.5. Next matchup, we have the Utah Jazz versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Jazz 44-16, 35-24-1 against the spread. The Timberwolves 17-44, 27-32-2 against the spread. Jazz opening up as 10-point favorites with the over-under at 229.5. Last 10 games for the Jazz, 4-6 in their last 10. Minnesota 4-6 in their last 10 as well. I'm sorry, the Jazz are 6-4 in their last 10. Minnesota is 4-6. These teams did just play, with Minnesota picking up the 101-96 game, where they pretty much controlled that entire game here. The Jazz, without Donovan Mitchell, kind of struggling a tad bit on the offensive end. I think 10 points is too much again. I think Minnesota, they've been playing kind of well for as bad as they are. They got all their weapons back. They're able to score and keep it close. I like Minnesota plus 10 here. Going to go with the over 229.5. Next matchup, we have the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Denver Nuggets. Memphis 30-28, 36-21-1 against the spread. The Nuggets 39-21, 28-32 against the spread. Denver opening up as 5.5-point favorites with the over-under at 228.5. Last 10 games for Memphis, 5-5 in their last 10. Denver, 7-3 in their last 10. Last time these guys played, Denver picking up the 139-137 win. It's a high-scoring matchup. The last 10 games for Denver, head-to-head, 7-3 against the Memphis. I expect another high-scoring game here. Love the over at 228.5. And I'm going to take Denver minus 5.5 here. And hopefully they can, cover that spread. Last matchup, we have the Dallas Mavericks versus the Sacramento Kings. The Mavs, 33-26, 28-31 against the spread. The Kings, 24-35, 25-33-1 against the spread. Dallas opening up as 2.5-point favorites with the over-under at 226.5. Last 10 games for the Mavs, 4-6 in their last 10. Sacramento, 2-8 in their last 10. One of those wins coming against Dallas where they dominated. I don't expect the same thing to happen here. I know Mavs got a lot of question marks for Monday's game. Luka and Porzingis are questionable. I would imagine Luka's going to play for sure. We'll see what happens, but as long as Luka's playing, I think Mavs cover this 2.5-point spread against the Kings. I don't think they're going to lose to them like they did last time. Going to take the Mavs minus 2.5. Going to go with the over 226.5. That's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good one.